Red, what happened last time?
Well, sorry. Mm, well, we got an invitation, I will say. At least to start off with Faith getting one, as Ulrich had forewarned her that should take a job. And she got an invitation from a Benedict Petrov, I believe, a KGB agent here on behalf of looking for someone with her expertise. She would come to find out with the dossier she was given that there was a situation going on in northern Siberian small town, mining town at that. An outbreak of some unknown disease or virus or what have you. Its origins debatable, and its effects are horrifying, as it seems to turn people to stone. As she was able to find out, the only death so far. Originally, no one would have figured it was anything wrong, as mostly it's just people getting cold and sniffles, but apparently it had accelerated to this point. And with the pictures, you can see this man was entirely in a layer of marble, it looks like. And they don't know why. And more likely that can point to only a rift. As she got a bit more information about what was going on from Mr. Petrov. And after looking that over and waiting to meet her new companions, we'll say, Ulrich stopped by to talk with Faith as well. Of course, aware that her new job will be about containment, but her real task will be about getting infected as well. That there is a situation that's going around the world where the risks will be growing at a rapid pace. And apparently, well, someone, as we all know her, Roy's one-time fling, Alexandra, has gotten her hands on an animal with interesting effects, infection, basically. And things like that cannot be allowed to happen. And, well, if things turn out bad, he kind of only knows the outcome. As he reveal to Faith that he can see into the future, much to her shock and a bit of surprise, inquisitive skepticism. But regardless, Faith needs to tap into the source, which is somewhere deep in the mines. And of course, what she probably already figured, it's going to hurt like a bitch. Something that she is not at all well prepared for. We'll see how prepared she is for, basically. Alok says he'll be there in the shadows, but they can't know that he's there. And that this is all mostly going to be all on her, essentially. Which she seems to be okay with and looking forward to probing more questions and answers from him, essentially. As she went off to meet her new KGB associates, Isabella, who got there a bit late, and Misha, who seemed to be dealing with everything all at once, essentially. As we sat down and dossiers were passed around, disbelief and questions, Misha's suspicions, as he's been around for quite some time, is aware of the strange rumors are here and there, but not what it is. And it could only mean this could either mean his death certificate or just more headache for him down the future. Of course, the fact that they have been infected, they've been contained so far, kept an eye on medical supplies as best they can give in such certain situations. But it's all on us to find the answers to what was going on. And, well, good luck, essentially. As we did have a bit of a chat, as I believe Misha has some suspicions, though how much he really cares about them is a bit all up in the debate, as Isabella seemed more surprised about the idea of an American being here. Regardless, we got on our bumpy plane ride and made our way to the small mining village town, essentially. And we met our doctor. I believe I forgot his name, but I know I call him Traumatized Doctor, essentially. Tarsov, thank you, Dr. Tarsov. He is Traumatized Doctor, but I know all this, as we met him and discussed, well, everything that we were, made aware of. From the people, of course, the miners, the fact that it spread, the symptoms, and the fact that no one knew exactly what was going on with our only victim so far, our only casualty, as he had mostly been fine, snifflings, delirious, a bit dehydrated. Extreme symptoms, yes, but mostly in the way of you can always be sick, call it a cold or some such. Regardless, only people heard screaming, but by the time anyone got to him, he'd already been made to stone. As that's all the details they know. Not much else to go on, and everything else that he knows, we've already been told. Well, deciding to hopefully divvy up the work, Misha and Isabella went off to talk to the populace to hopefully find clues and answers, and Faith went off to go do science. As they kept the body of the man here, the one who became marble, and looked it over and was able to tell that, as Dr. Torsov said, the marble seems to be spreading as well. Even when you chip it off, it goes back to grow over from both the outside of the body and even the organs. It regenerates almost, and with enough time, it can basically just go back to what it was before. Heat seems to have an effect, but still, the regeneration exists, and this man is fully dead. What other details we can find doesn't really make much sense, essentially. And so begin our rounds of mostly asking questions and finding results. We find out from the beginning that the first man was beforehand was talking about being cold and screaming about letting the cold in before waking up from his delirium with not much memory. And so Faith decided to test that out by taking one of the much closer victims, we'll say, out into the snow and watch for a few minutes as hypothermia took over. He started shaking and spasming and becoming stone, screaming as well, and showing results that the cold has an effect. And Isabella and Misha came with more news, each one different each time another man dies, essentially. First seems to be those who were handling the sickness well, were able to handle their alcohol well. And so a man was dumped out with just alcohol and survived 10 minutes longer. Not sure what the hell that meant, as most of us just put it down and looked with disbelief. Then eventually they went off to the next group and found that those who were in more disparaging times, we'll say, less food intake compared to one of their wealthier neighbors, and were handling better as well. So we starved a man, and well, he lasted a little bit longer as well. Eventually it came to the point where they were able to look at other results and find certain casualties of people who were sick but were fine, as they had diseases like, I believe, low thyroid, diabetes, things like that. People that should be in worse states but seem to be kind of much, much better than most. So another experiment went off and seemed this man lasted much longer, but he did die from hypothermia. Eventually, Faith decided to use all what she gathered on another one of our victims' patients, and apparently she survived entirely. Not just survived, but thrived, as after being starved, fed alcohol, and put out into the cold, her body seemed to regenerate as she found that it went back on a loop on itself. From going, the more sick and vulnerable she was, the disease had something else to latch on to. And she's fully healed, cold, but fully healed. And well, even her diabetes is completely gone. Not sure on how the way to, let's say, cure this situation, but we did find a way to deal with it in that regard. And like I said, results still may vary about what to do next, essentially. And I think that's where it ended last time.
Yeah, I mean, you've clearly just had a breakthrough with this one.
Yep.
So, as you have brought her in and she is sort of sleeping right now, most likely sedated by you. I think at this point, both Misha and Isabella would make their way back, right? I don't think you were.
Yeah, we were actually like eating dinner, I think, and the other person, like the doctor said that, yeah, she hasn't come down yet. She's been busy up there.
Yeah, like you can see the fucking Tarsov just have the fucking 1,000-yard stare.
You look troubled. What's up this time?
This entire thing is just out of character. Has he like already told you about the dead coming back to life?
No.
Yeah,
no, we have no idea.
Yeah, so he'll say, I'll be honest, this is maybe a bit too much for me.
What did the good doctor do this time?
Another dad, I assume?
That's what I thought as well. Took one of the 3 people who came in sick and went through the whole procedure again. Starved her, intoxicated her with alcohol, then dumped her outside to see how she reacts. I saw her bring her back in for tests. She seemed very much alive to me. I believe Miss Briggs is conducting tests now. Problem
Is it
is,
possible
I'm
she
pretty sure the woman is dead. Some of the soldiers are also getting spooked now.
Isn't it possible she just looked dead, was resuscitated?
Oh, the soldiers saw the entire thing. So don't rely on his medical expertise, but she was screaming a lot before sedated her patient. It is a point. They weren't even that sick. I don't know what's the purpose to all of this.
I think the what's like the name of like the central government? It's not the Kremlin, right?
The Politburo, the party. Just usually referred to as the party.
Yeah.
At least my family called them just.
I believe this is just something the party wishes.
Yeah, no, I don't think she would be able to get away with it otherwise.
At this point, after it's over, she would say, "Yes, interesting. Yes, that's horrifying." This is there's a saying that goes around: "Curiosity killed the cat."
You're correct. I should keep my head clean.
She will nod along. There's very little we can do if there's something from the higher ups.
He'll nod.
It's just it feels like, oh, this shit is happening again.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's a lot of these soldiers and like the doctor seem to be unaware of what the fuck is actually going on.
Yeah, that's why I didn't like. Oh yeah, no, we're just trying to figure out what's going on with the weird rift. I was like, yeah, because if I tell him that, he's just gonna get murdered.
No, yeah, curiosity killed the cat's a good say.
Yeah.
He'll nod and as he like finishes his dinner, he'll get up. As Faith, you've been running several tests. At this point, it is past 11 p.m. As you just hear the door opening. Your office. You kind of glance up from your notes. You see a face you haven't seen in a while. The young blonde woman, as she like smiles and kind of sits on your desk.
Hello.
Well, it's been a while, Faith.
It has been, I believe, 2 months or so. I would ask what brings you here, but
Curiosity.
yes. Thing that guides most people.
Yes.
Can I help
it's
you?
Curiosity on how is it that you are here, but my family just learned about this incident.
I'm not too sure. My job here is simple. I am to find a hopeful way to deal with the situation. I don't ask too many questions. Maybe you should ask the people who should be telling you that.
I did. Seems that they don't seem quite interested in talking. Here I thought me and Benedict were friends.
Maybe it's the nature of this whole, well, how it got here. It's a bit troubling on itself. May I, well, help alleviate your curiosity anyway? I can try my best.
You know what we're dealing with here?
Not entirely. A couple of assumptions. More than likely, it's a strange phenomenon which can lead to only one thing. How to cure it, I have no idea. And, well, to make it so people can survive it means that there's a chance that a lot of people might not. So, unstable, unpredictable, and still ongoing with tests. She kind of looks at over her, glance over, assumingly piles of notes and things out,
Yeah.
everything she has.
Alexandra's gonna smile and say, "Oh, it does seem you have quite a lot of things here."
Sadly, I had to do a jerry rig of test and trial and error.
Well, any progress was ever made without a bit of trial and error.
Mm,
But then
True.
again, I'm not a scientist.
Well, there are less wasteful ways of doing this. But the pressure is on, as one says.
It is, which is why I'm here to bring more bad news that, well, pressure is on, so I'm willing to work with you here, Faith. I know you have a bit of a reputation liking these rifts. Far be it from me to take away that pleasure from you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I could add to it.
Oh.
How about you start working with me more frequently? Leave Petrov and his cronies behind.
And what would that gain me exactly?
Well, other than my very fun-loving company, resources, contacts, a lot of good alcohol.
That is, I know Russians are really great with their alcohol, I've learned apparently.
They like to fuck a lot too.
I've been made aware by one of your. Well, I've been made aware.
Sure, something has to warm your cold little heart. Plus, out here it's always cold, so you have to find ways to keep yourself warm.
True enough. But I will be honest, I have a feeling work with you will be a little bit more deadly than most.
That's the best kind of fun.
Possibly. But I'd rather keep my head than. I'm not too sure what exactly would upset you. I don't really know much about your family, no offense.
It's mostly my brother that's the overprotective one.
Ah, I see. Are you the youngest then?
Mm-hmm.
That explains a lot.
Well, we wouldn't make him aware of our relationship. Does tend to very conservative in his approach. Wishes me to find a husband to take care of me and for me to have many children. But well, he can be the family man if he wants to. I have other plans.
I'm going to be honest. I don't see you as the traditional family considered lifestyle.
Sure, I usually get called mommy in different contexts.
I'm sure Roy has a couple of words about that.
Doing fine, by the way.
Oh, that's good to hear, at the very least. Two left in such a hurry that I'm not too sure if you had a chance to have another conversation.
It was an interesting thing to find him running away throughout the Middle East. Wonder how someone like him had so many contacts and resources at his disposal. Must have been more resourceful than I anticipated.
The one thing I can tell you about Roy, when I learned from the few hours I've met him, is that you could never really predict what the hell he's going to do. Or say, for that matter.
Luckily, unfortunately, he was quite talkative, so... Know about a friend of yours, Alaric. Charming man, I'm sure.
Charming, I wouldn't call him. Rough around the edges, blunt to a point, and paranoid.
Now I'm just even more curious. Someone
What
like
exactly-
him just offered that much leeway to Roy. Gonna have to take a gander on the fact that he was also assigned another one of your missions. You know of him? Like yourself, he's unaffiliated. And independent agents don't usually stay independent for too long. Either because they sign up with one of the clans or just die eventually.
Sounds about right. The clans is something I'm only recently learning about. I wasn't really interested in that part, so I didn't really read the manual on that.
Well, not only are me and my brother part of the Bratva, our family is currently occupying its seat. Pretty big in the stone. That could probably
So you
help you a lot with your little, well, experiments.
But we have to keep this alliance of ours secret, and I'm sure your brother won't need to know anything about me.
Of course.
What exactly is it that you want, ma'am?
Just like yourself. I have my own flights of fancy. And maybe less sophisticated than you. More baser in nature. I just like to have fun. You pull people apart, discover new things. I pull them apart to discover more esoteric aspects of reality.
I can respect that, at the very least. She kind of glances around here. Is it alright if I ask for me to answer your question after this mission is done? I want to give this my full attention.
True, but speaking of your mission, taken full count and heads up. You're one of your KGB agents. She was involved in another rift incident without her acknowledgement about a month ago. That one didn't end up pretty well for anyone involved.
I see.
And
How's
well,
it this-
someone had to take the blame for the whole fiasco. Which ended up being her.
I see then.
Now, if you were to work with me on this incident, we both stand to benefit. You get as much research as you want, and I get piece of the pie, so to speak.
A piece of the pie.
I think both you and me are well aware of how interesting some of these rifts are.
They are, at the very least. And someone of your stature would allow me a lot of doors I couldn't get through. I would rather have gotten more time, but I can understand a good deal when I hear one, at the very least.
And plus, I'll keep any troublemakers off your back as well for this mission.
Very well. I can't really say no as of right now, and as you said, your brother won't really need to know of me, and I think it's best I don't know him. I would shake your hand, but it's kind of covered in my gloves. Do we shake on this, or?
She kind of like leans in and gives you a kiss on the cheek.
Oh. Thank you, I think. I'm not going to be kissing you back, though.
Yet, as she gets up and takes her leave.
Note to self. Buy hand sanitizer.
As yeah, you know, Nisha and Isabella, you can give me an awareness roll. It's only like one basic.
I'm ready
You know,
to. Actually, even if I roll 2 basic, I can fail that.
Okay, keep. Yeah, it's so many tabs. There we go. Found it. You said awareness?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ah,
So
damn.
you both spot this older man as he is talking to Mr. Tarsov. Very I would say like threatening demeanor. Like it's not like visibly threatening, but like from the body posture and the way he like keeping his hand on his shoulder and like Tarsov's expressions, this guy isn't like good news.
Yeah, fucking Isabel looks towards fucking Misha and like, ah, well, here are the spooks. Or the more higher ranking spook.
You're coming. Then as your superior officer, you're coming with me. Let's start heading over there.
Actually, I maybe like, Isabel will actually be like, why are you heading over there?
Well, you think we should just let the doctor be intimidated? You think that's for the best? You're better with the politics thing than I am.
There's only so much we can do if these boys came from. Are you in the orders of the Politburo itself?
What was that, Mac? You kind of mumbled.
That's right, yeah. Being randomly standoffish with the higher ups will sadly rarely get them to move away.
I suppose he could be one of the higher ups.
hopefully Mr. Tarso will be wise enough to understand that. Hopefully he will not remove him and just tell him to be quiet and forget about this.
I'll have a talk with Tarsov after they're done then. Yeah, it's probably dead, but you know. I can at least tell him, like, listen, man. You seem like a cool guy. Maybe don't harass the scary dude.
Yeah, is Tarso being compliant, still compliant and all?
Yeah, it looks like he is.
Yeah, okay, good. Luckily he's confident now, so hopefully it will be drunk afterwards, after the Mr.
Well,
Spook
they're
fucked
like
off.
leaving together after they like seemingly talked
Oh.
for a bit.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Listen, at this one it was like,
Misha's like kind of like purses his lips a bit and God, should I go after them? God, oh man, I'm probably just gonna get myself like in some serious fucking trouble if I do this. Oh man, oh.
I'll let
It
you
looks
think for
excellent.
a few minutes then, like what you should do. As shortly after the conversation with Alexandra, you see the door just very unceremoniously, like quickly opens and closes. Faith as Alaric is sort of kind of like warming his hands a bit. He
Oh,
is like weirdly not wearing like very thick clothing.
yeah. She's just gonna raise an eyebrow.
It's like, well, hope to have warned you before she got here, but I was blindsided myself.
I guess that future sight doesn't cover everything then.
Well, nothing is bulletproof.
In the interest of transparency, she offered me an alliance and I took it. Huzzah.
Huh. And mind sharing some details of that alliance? My well, not so long ally.
Should I start with the part where she talked about you, or should I start with the alliance first? Take your pick.
Why the fuck would she talk about me?
Well, we'll start with that part then. Apparently, she eventually found Roy. She says he's fine, but I have doubts. And Roy talked a great deal. Apparently, she was interested in the fact that he was able to get so many contacts and was able to find safety so easily. And seemingly got back to your name. An independent agent, a curiosity, and piqued her interest at the very least. She doesn't really know much else, but you have caught her eye.
Oh well, it teaches me to help out people.
At the very least, there's that. And our alliance, well, I don't think anyone from the larger family is going to be made aware. She plans not to tell her brother, and she wants a piece of the pie. She'll offer me perks, resources, and a chance to study more rifts. But as you all know, from what you've been telling me, that's something that she also wants dearly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she got involved with some rifts directly not that long ago.
And like I said, can't really ascertain the nature of how bad this deal was or how beneficial it was. But she did also tell me that my KGB agent Isabella apparently this isn't her first time dealing with Rith, and apparently that didn't go so well for everyone involved, and she harbored the blame for it.
Yeah, that was I heard about that operation.
Well, do you willing to share the details, or should I just think of it some vague unknown thing?
Village in the mountains got hit by a rift, I think. Official reports are much more vague about it, but 50 or so people dead, all sort of mummified, almost desiccated to a certain degree. And well, 3 people went in. 2 came out completely delusional. One of them was Isabella, believing in zombies, dead men walking.
Would that be so strange?
Yeah, I was about to say. Problem is they couldn't find none of the officers, none of the witnesses, including the 3rd person that went there with them, reported seeing nothing of the sort. Maybe it was just a mental affliction.
I won't lie, it does pique my curiosity,
Yeah,
but
they
we're not here for that
found
one.
some weird satanic ritual in one of the house's basements.
Odd and interesting.
They covered
Well?
it all up and they couldn't figure out Jack and shit.
Well, can't worry about that one now. Like I said, it seems that we have this alliance, and I'm not too sure the full details, other than the fact she wants information and will hopefully give me a chance to study more rifts with more, less obstacles.
You think you can handle her?
I don't think I need to necessarily handle her. I just need to make sure I don't cause her too much interest, which I think I can do. I can be quite boring when I try.
You failed that already, clearly.
I'll try my best, at the very least.
That's why I'm asking, can you handle her?
Yes.
Then I won't kill her. She will be a very powerful ally. Might let you keep your independence, at least publicly.
If nothing else, it seems she doesn't want, the people, anyone really to know, so I assume that should be easy enough. I'll try to keep you informed of anything. And of course, anything of interest.
I need you to make sure their operation gets sabotaged. You understand why they're here. The Bratva, they think they can benefit from this rift. Steal the secrets from underneath. The KGB, maybe even make away with a few test subjects.
I think is the girl still here in the room with us, or is she somewhere else?
No, she should be like in a separate group being held.
I could try my hand at that at the very least. So far, there has been one survivor of my test.
What do you think happens once Alexandra realizes that you had a successful survivor, learns about the method you achieved it, and then starts doing this on literally everyone here?
That is also my concern as well. My hope was to find a cure so we wouldn't have to go through this, but like I said, I'm running out of time.
I don't know if there is a cure.
I'm sorry, Grant. He said there is a cure, or
He said he's not sure if there is a cure for this.
Yeah, there's a grimace then. Then then that leaves us a very few choices. Either all this entire town becomes stone, or those infected at the very least, or they all become her.
Well,
Unless,
I
of course,
was gonna say, out of
Hmm.
character, you do know how to at least prevent them from like triggering. So
yeah, by keeping them,
yeah,
hungry
like
and
you'll
malnourished, everything. Yeah.
no. So
Oh, I'm
you
sorry.
know how to keep them from from preventing that like trigger to happen, which is to make sure
Mm.
their bodies never get exposed to sub-zero temperatures at all.
Yeah,
So if you
that's
technically
gonna
do
be.
that, there's you know for a fact rifts end at some point, and when they
Yeah, I was gonna say.
end, it
Mhm.
that might be enough. Like, it's not always a 100% chance, but when it ends, that might be enough for the disease to pass over. If the
Okay, yeah,
disease
because
is, is like affiliated with the rift.
the next thing she was gonna say is just like, unless more likely going into the mine might prove more fruitful.
Okay, well, see what you can learn from the mine. You want to do with your patient zero?
Well, I understand her new, whatever this is due to my own hand. Would prefer she not get in the clutches, I presumably, of the KGB, or anyone for that matter. I don't think it would bond well for either of us.
That is for certain. Have if you want to talk to her. Not I'll see about getting her out of here.
I think it's best I do. Best not to try to skirt your responsibilities and all that.
I'll be then waiting around with keen interest. Look,
Very well. Thank you, Alaric. And are you going to tell me where exactly you came from, or should I also guess?
what do you mean?
I don't think you're wearing the proper clothing for the weather outside.
Well, um, just say I came from a warmer time.
Ah, jokes. I'll add it to my resume of your many, many different personality quirks.
Listen, I handle the cold much better than most people.
Very well.
He'll
Well,
say good
Yeah.
luck to you as he'll open the door and take his leave.
she nods as he goes. Probably putting some paperwork down and going to see if she can actually talk to her patient or if she's still out.
As you will make your way to your patient. Meanwhile, have the other two reached a consensus?
I assume Isabella is still on the side of, well, let's just leave him to his fate.
Listen, at least we can try to have a conversation to see who these guys are, what kind of spooks.
What do you say?
Listen, like, at least we can ask him who exactly he is.
All right. Let's head over then.
As you two approach two of them, the older man is gonna look up at the two of you. A bit of a polite smile. I'll say, greetings, comrades.
Greetings. I am, I'm Misha. This is Isabella. We're with the KGB assigned here. Can we ask what your business with the doctor is?
Ah. Kind of like takes off his hand from his shoulders. My name is Radmir. Well, I'm a fellow. Well, I would call myself a doctor, but just because of my education. Or of a big fan here of Mr. Tarsov's work. Would you mind, see, like, trying to gestures for you to like step off to the side, and for a good doctor, you can give us a few minutes to talk. Starsov is very like clearly scared, just gonna give a nod and like, sit back down at one of the tables.
He's telling the doctor to go sit down so
Yeah.
that while we talk.
Yeah,
he's
got
like,
a conversation. Yeah, so the spooks can talk alone.
okay.
Yeah, that's all I'll
I thought he
say.
was telling us to fuck off, and I was like, damn,
No.
let's go.
He'll
Say-
say drinks. I always like to have a good drink when talk business.
Misha will pull out a flask as he takes a sip of it and then like offers him some.
Generous offer as he'll take the flask.
Straight vodka.
Oh, how is your investigation here going on?
It's a very big question. Is it the party who would like to know, or another group?
I have connections with both. I am, though, only tangentially affiliated with your organization. I come from a
Appreciate the
more.
honesty.
Sorry, go ahead.
I appreciate your honesty then.
I come from the more political-oriented side of things. You must understand that as much as your agency would like to secure, lock down the place, probably investigate it, learn as much as it can, there are also concerns about the mining activities, the people, the way they perceive. Know how the rumors spread. I'm here to make sure that they don't spread too far.
Well, I must say, I like look at Isabel and I'm like, I don't know if there's actually been a breakthrough yet. So far, just a lot of bodies that our helper has been investigating. I think last she was trying starving people.
Yes, some of the soldiers here have. Well, they looked a bit weirded out, to say the least. I don't think starving people would weird out these.
Are you already aware of what happens to those who pass under the influence of the disease?
Slightly. Having a vague idea now.
Again, girl, we don't know about the dead coming back to life yet. That's...
Nope. He's
Yeah,
not,
so
it's-
he's not even talking about that. He's mostly
No,
referring to like
nobody
the,
knows. You start. Yes.
to like the rock effect, like the fucking
Yeah, so-
sedimentation.
Yeah, it's like, that's what I was about to get at. So he was like, it's probably what happens to those after they die that is giving them second thoughts. Then
Which is why I'm here to ensure that things don't, spread. Limit the soldiers who've seen more weird aspects. We talk to them. Make sure people like Mr. Tarsov don't have, any additional emotional pressure put upon them. They can better focus on their work.
it's don't believe that, well, I was planning on having a talk with the good doctor myself quite soon about things. Hopefully he will get some more inquisitive thoughts out of his head.
It's good. Wouldn't want to have another Black Sun incident, would we? She like looks at you, Isabella.
That's not fucking study France. That fucking oh for fuck's sake! That's the decent.
The black hole sun that came and washed the rain away?
Oh, the one where the entire
That was out of
village-
character, Grunt. I was making a reference to a song.
Too late now. It's too late.
No!
But yeah, Misha, you can definitely see that comment offset Isabella.
What American song? How do you know it's an American song, huh?
It's an English pun. It only works in English. It doesn't work in Russian. If you translate
It's not a pun.
the lyrics, if you translate them, are not the same. If you translate to Russian, did you just fucking translate the lyrics? Also, the song doesn't make sense when you translate the lyrics. Anyway,
sang it in English.
No.
yeah, it doesn't make sense otherwise.
Oh no, I've been discovered. I have to shoot my way out yet again.
Who's CIA agents here? Wait a minute. Oh, of course it makes sense. These are all CIA.
I immediately shoot Isabella. No witnesses. Yeah, I guess at that comment, on Isabella's face, that is just like, I'm not aware of that one, but from the tone of voice, I can assume it is something we want to avoid then.
Quite so. Which is why I think it's in your best interest to work with me here.
I think that can be arranged. I don't think we're quite needed on the scientific side of things, or at least I'm not.
Good. Good. Mac, her faith's about to be restored. Listen,
In cat, Mac.
Cat.
Cat.
Yeah.
as same. Well, Agent Misha, the Black Sun operation was, I would consider it a big fuck up, which an event similar nature, but of course most likely quite different, happened. People were woefully unprepared. As such, well, we had deaths and an unresolved case, and a rather rushed cover-up operation. Our good friend here, Isabella, was on the receiving end of the blame for that. Undeservingly, if I may add.
I'm surprised you're still alive then.
I assume he has to do with Isabella, I assume.
Yeah, Misha said that to Isabella.
Corpses cause more attention. It's only your rookies kill people easily.
I assure you, Isabella, that the reason you're alive is not because it would be too hard to bury another body. No, it's because people, especially where I hail from, value talented individuals like yourself. Don't discard them because other people fuck. And I came here hoping that same, well, attitude still be here. Even under the circumstances. I wouldn't blame you.
In his head, Isabella is quote unquote useful to a suspicious group of people. You're so cooked, bro.
Just a second. To carry on, Mr. Redeemer.
Fuck.
So, I need you to make sure that our American friend is treated with the deference she necessitates. It is bizarre to have her take over such an operation like this. Mr. the good Dr. Tarsov is out here being quite dejected. So, hopefully with your cooperation and the local military, we can have a bit more of stricter hand on what she does and what doesn't.
So pretty much he's saying like, yeah, be respectful of her. Don't let her have like everything she wants.
It's even worse. Like he's saying like, okay, it's time we rein in the fucking
Yeah.
American.
She should be subordinate. She should be like a.
Yeah, she should be like. We need our guy, which is Mr. Tarsov, to be like there at the very least. You also need to supervise her. No, no longer this free leeway shit. No, we're. This all needs to be collected. Listen, Isabella, Radmir seems like a patriot. He seems to understand you.
The problem is this. There are many lies and snakes, and this guy is a party guy, not a military boy.
That's true.
He claims to be like from like a.
Well, he's not a party guy, but he seems to be affiliated with the political side a bit more. Because he does seem to know a lot about your activities as well.
Yeah. So he must have a friend in the Politburo, definitely somewhere up there. That's what Isabel's thinking.
Yes.
Friendly.
You can always roll detect if you want to like gain a better insight on him.
She will definitely. Yeah. She will definitely. Yeah.
What are you inciting exactly?
Basically, when he says he's affiliated with the party and whatnot, because she doesn't like. This is all seems kind of. You would see which factions basically like aligned with and whatnot.
Yeah. See if we've broken that basic curse.
Let me spend the throne. Just kidding. That's actually pretty good.
He broke the two basic curse. It's a 1v1.
Hey, this is actually pretty amazing because 4 dice reroll is pretty good. Unless they completely fuck the 4 dice reroll. I assume detectives is not really exactly advice. I'll do a normal reroll. Yeah, I'll do a normal reroll. Oh.
Yeah, I would say because you're just inciting them right now. It's not necessarily.
Yeah. Normal reroll.
There we go.
Hey, he did it.
Whoever the fuck this guy is affiliated with, he can give you last name. He's like kind of dancing around the subject. He dropped info that only like people in the KGB or like affiliated with them would know. At the same time, he's like clearly like claims he's affiliated with the political side of things. Now, this may be an even bigger ghost than the people you've interacted with previously. He's clearly not KGB aligned, nor just party aligned either. Like he is dancing in between.
Yeah, he knows a lot for having no rank at all.
Like he did just walk into like a military
Yeah, with
base.
no rank at all. No, no fucking nothing.
Intimidated
No,
your
no
main
ID.
doctor. Nobody questions. Everyone seems to just kind of leave him alone. It's this is. Ooh.
She doesn't. She doesn't like this fucking hyper spook, but she. But unless the American plus, but she doesn't also like the Americans very much either. And unless this fucking hyper spook unless fucking she burns all the documents, this guy will probably get access to the reports anyway. So she's not along. We'll make sure that not much gets outside, and we'll talk to our American advisor.
Well, get going to that as starts off. Make sure you keep an eye on him. He seems to have seen a lot. I'll be around. Make sure that the locals don't get agitated.
Understood.
And she's gonna wish you a good evening, and he'll take his leave.
I'll turn to Isabella and I'll just say, I'll talk with the doctor. You go and start keeping an eye on our associate.
I hate these fucking spooks. I see she'll start she goes to check in with our American friend.
Like the moment she turns away, Misha just says, remember, Isabella, to the normal people, you're a spook too.
Yeah, but at least I'm not fucking involved in fucking shit. Yeah, but these people are different I say,
I don't know why it's so hard for me to understand Mac today.
This is mumbling the words harder than usual.
Yeah, but we'll say like, yeah, but this guy's a lot spookier than the most normal KGB agents. The fact that he came with no badge, no affiliation at all.
You'll have to understand that there were always people like him doing things. Whether we knew about it or not doesn't change whether they're here or not.
I suppose
our job.
I suppose you're right. But yeah, at this point, after this, she will start walking towards the improvised laboratory for the American.
Isabella, you're starting to sound a little anti-party there.
Yeah. You can always report her to Comrade Radmir.
Yeah.
Radmir, I feel like we're having a bit of a dissident here. It's like maybe she should stay in this town, but like as part of the working population. Meanwhile, Faith.
Yes.
As you head over to check on the young woman, as you walk in the room, she seems to be have come back to it. As she like immediately glances towards you like a terrified look.
It's okay. It's okay. It's done now. As she won't get closer because she wants to make her panic or anything like that. Grunt, would I presume to know her name since I would have information on her before we did the experiments and stuff?
Yes. You did torture her for like 3 days.
Yeah, I need a medical history. What's her name? Come on.
There you go. Karina Kaminsky.
Miss Kaminsky, do you remember what happened? Do you know where you are?
Brought me in for medical examination.
Yes. My name is Faith Briggs. There's nothing I can say that's going to make this comfortable or easy for you. So I'll answer any questions that you have, and anything you need to know, I'll try to tell you. But approximately I'm not sure how much you're aware about the sickness that's been going on recently.
I
And the
know
number
a
of
couple
people
of people
affected.
got sick from one of the mines.
Yes. Not just a couple of people, but well, a couple thousand people. And it has spread to a few others as well. And we don't really know the full scope of this disease, sickness, not too sure what to necessarily call it, but it is still in the unknown stages. And there are a lot of people who are affected by it that we don't know if they're going to make it or not. But you are one of the few, or the only one, who's made it so far.
Is that why you like starved me? I know. How long has it been?
It's only been 3 days. And yes, we've done extensive research and tests as quickly as quickly as we could with as much limited time as we had. The results are odd, goddamn odd, even at that. But we found that a certain state of the individual allows them to survive what the sickness has. As you can tell by your own, I assume you can tell that you are no longer sick. The coughing, the fever, whatever amount of symptoms you have should be no longer a problem for you.
Yeah. I feel much better.
Good. We don't know the full scope of the effects of this. You should be the picture perfect of health right now. That includes your previous conditions.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
She's sort of like very. She's clearly very shocked at it. You
Now,
say so, doctor?
Now, are there any questions you have? Anything at all I can answer for you before I make this get even tenser?
I was wondering when can I go home, but I'm not
That's-
going home, am I?
No, I'll be honest with you. Your survival and your current state is, by all accounts, a miracle. And there are interested parties in such a thing. I'm sure you're well aware. That means you're in danger more than you would be in my hand right now. I am trying to ensure your safety as best I can, and I can understand if you don't believe me in that account. I can only say that I am sorry it came to this. I understand that it's not enough.
Why are you doing all of this?
Why? Because there are 1,000 people right outside that door who are sick and possibly going to go through something far worse than what you have. Those who do not survive it usually become stone, inside and out, and they feel every minute of it. It is a slow and painful way to die. And I'm trying to prevent that from happening, no matter the cost.
I mean, you could give me a speech roll. It's only one basic. She's
Gotcha.
been freaked out, but she'll say. Yeah. What's gonna happen to me now?
I'm trying to arrange shelter and safety for you, somewhere that you won't be in the clutches of people who will probably use you. And that does include your people, your government. I've contact. And, well, I'll do everything I can to ensure that for you.
She like slowly nods.
Safe passage. Is there anything I can do for you? Anything that you want? I can try my best.
Make sure my family doesn't suffer any fallout from this.
She nods. I will do that.
As the door does open, Alaric walks in. Okay, we're running out of time.
Yeah, Faith just nods and taking a step back.
Spooked at him as he sort of like starts talking with her in like very fluent Russian, as she sort of like calms down for a second after like that initial panic mode, as well, gonna like get up. They'll say, oh, I think your Bratva friends are gonna start trampling all over your work, Faith. So, well, let's free them from now on. But play nice, Alexandra might be able to provide you enough of a leeway to still get around and do your thing.
Here's hoping. Good luck. Alaric? Miss Kaminsky?
Very like politely smile as he's gonna put his jacket over her and like basically guide her out of the room, as he'll close the door behind you. As
Can I have it so Faith goes back to her original seat when she's going over her notes and everything?
well, yes, well, you could try, unfortunately.
I gotcha.
They leave. It's like literally you were like turn around, and as you're like preparing to return back to your office. Well, Isabella, as you were told that Faith was in the room with the patient. I presume you just go straight in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the door just flings open. Mere like 3 seconds after Alaric left.
Hello, Isabella. Can I help you with anything?
Miss Briggs, want to check in on the status of the miraculously recovered patient.
Not good, sadly. Not good at all. I'm gonna have to call that one a bust. She's no longer with us. I don't think she took a liking to my bedside manner or everything else that I did involved.
Now, I'm not sure if this thing has multiple doors or whatever, but I'm pretty sure.
No, the room's like has one.
I don't know if I wasn't paying attention or maybe I was too engrossed in my work, but she's not here. And I'm hoping if you have enough time, you can tell your men to keep an eye out and start looking around for that.
She ran away?
She's not here.
Can I give a detect on Testament?
Yeah, I'll be like those.
Actually, I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm still wrong.
Yeah.
I would say
I don't like it.
detect roll.
Okie dokie. Just roll. Do I anything difficulties or just roll?
No, you just roll because you can put
gotcha.
the difficulty to like a correct put.
Okie dokie. Make sure. Oh, I don't have a. Can I roll a no to use my
gonna
feet?
say-
Do I can just yeah. Oh, go ahead. I'm
Oh.
sorry. That's the outsmart, but I don't think it would really work for this one because it's usually for making a reaction or action roll using no instead of the required skill.
No,
I mean, you could do it. You could. I mean, you could.
Okay.
You could use outsmart.
You can use for any
okay.
roll, basically.
Okay,
Now,
thank you.
Could be now red.
Yo,
I'll
of
say
course.
that this is a very important thing to not be discovered.
Oh, I can use my spotlight.
You could use your spotlight for that.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
would give you a flat out extreme, in which case, well,
Yeah, I think this is too important not to
like
use my
Mac
spotlight
can still
for.
get an
Yeah.
extreme, I think, on his free roll because he has 3 dice. So
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
very hard to like, but that's up to you. It's perfect. You could also just accept the fact that they'll be suspicious of you and just try to deal with the consequences after that, because Alexandra won't let them just like kill you.
That's true. I think because I was saving it for something else, but this might be too important not to use it. I think I will use my spotlight because Matt
You
can
remember,
still.
I'll say this: you still have the mine exposure upcoming, so you might wanna.
I'm just gonna use.
Well.
Yeah, that's what I was planning to use it for. I think I'll just use my no. If that's
Yeah,
all
you
right. My
can-
outsmart.
Yeah, you can use your no.
Gotcha. Oh, I think I
Ah.
can re-roll that one.
I will re-roll my one as well. I will...
Yeah, you need at least another. Damn, you're tied. So yeah, it's,
It's one of those.
Something active player, or maybe Grunt decides for which is
No.
more fun.
no. Unfortunately, I'll just make you reroll again. There you go.
Okay, re-roll again.
Give me another no roll, another detect roll. You can't tie
Yes.
2 times in a row now, can you?
Did I re-roll again, or do I? That's my only roll right there.
Well, you can. Yeah, no, you can reroll.
Okay.
Damn! Alright, Mac! Damn!
Oh my god! We've discovered a flaw in the system, gentlemen.
You want it?
Listen,
We go
Mac,
all
Mac,
in.
You have the free reroll.
That's true.
Yeah,
I will-
it's true. It's true.
Come on, Mac!
I don't know. Do I go all in, or we just leave it here and call it?
No. Don't
Yeah.
Going all in on one dice is insane. Listen. How about the third round, though? I think this is kind of funny, but no, the system was not meant for PvP, so
System was not meant for PvP. Is
I just find it funny if you like die a third time.
No way it happens a third time, right, guys? Go on. Go again. Let's go.
Also, by the way,
Did I go? Oh, okay, I got you.
Okay, it's 2 successes. 1 success, alright.
I can't believe this.
Holy
She
fuck!
had
this is
Oh my fucking god, that's a 5!
Holy-
That's
an
a
impossible.
5! That's
Oh
yeah!
my god!
this is actually
That's an
insane.
impossible roll!
This is not.
Oh,
I just
Ladies and gentlemen!
This is not Isabel's fucking week. Holy shit!
oh,
Isabel, the dog shit ass month, man.
can't believe this, yeah. Outsmarting Sherlock Holmes.
Fucking
Well
Isabel-
played.
yes, yeah. Isabel will actually look at this kind of shocked actually, because like
Yeah,
I
I mean, listen. Like, they have people around, but they don't have guard. They don't expect people to try and escape from the hospital.
I will inform the garrison and I'll make sure guards are assigned to your office next time you have a patient in here.
Give my apologies. I was due to my own negligence at this part.
Yes. She will go inform the fucking base garrison commander that we got
Yeah?
a patient who apparently panicked, ran away, and
Yeah, they'll immediately start to mobilize. Kind of like look around. They're like, "Well, man, she escaped. Holy shit! I thought she was like sick. Okay, we'll fucking look over it. God damn.
actual insanity of an impossible roll. Jesus Christ! Jesus
Listen,
Christ!
unfortunately, Ivan on duty. He was unfortunately taking a bit too long of a bathroom break. There's about a 20-minute window where she could have just walked out. She might be
next time
somewhere in
she-
the city now. It's like, oh god.
Yeah, I have to tell next time to have guards in pairs just in case. Apparently they need to be watched. Apparently.
Yeah, but you see, the other Ivan, he was also like, listen, sometimes these things happen.
Ivan the second was also taking a piss.
Can 2 men just go to the bathroom and enjoy themselves for like 30 minutes? I don't
Huh?
see the problem.
Reaction
They
live.
were both just taking a long shit.
Together, I guess, holding hands.
But yeah, no, Misha.
Staring into each other's eyes.
Well, this is going on. What are you talking with the good doctor?
1 second, I'm quoting you, Grunt. Yeah, so I guess after the conversation, I'd walk over to the table where Tarsov is sitting and sit down. So, Tarsov, Dr. Tarsov, I've noticed you've been a little on edge recently. It's, what is on your mind so far?
It's just these. Well, I assume such an outbreak would demand more severe measures, but I feel like, to be honest, I feel like Miss Briggs is just experimenting on them. I can't possibly understand how this can help with figuring out a way to contain it or a cure.
Miss Briggs her methods are certainly unusual, but I do believe we are working with quite an unusual outbreak of sorts. But I promise you that what we plan on doing is limiting a bit of her freedom of research going forward. We're going to be wanting you to be one of the people keeping her in check.
Yeah, good thing.
Perhaps you can use your influence to make sure that at least the patient's survival is put in a much higher priority than merely seeing what happens.
He'll nod. He seems somewhat reassured at that notion.
Must confide in you, Doctor. I don't also have much of a stomach for these types of wanton waste of life, despite my occupation. Just remember the bigger picture. You can't help anyone if you're the one getting killed.
He'll nod. Thank you, Agent. I needed that.
I'm glad I could help. Isabella is heading up there now to secure the, well, make sure she's not getting into any mischief as we speak. Shall we go and join up with them?
He'll nod. As you're walking back to sort of the medical center, there's like guards running around as a general fucking alert is being sounded off. Stop one of them to ask questions. They'll inform you that apparently one of the patients escaped, and like they're like afraid she might have like gotten either lost in the like this like military encampment and might be like contagious, or she might, even worse, like get lost in the city. So they're like so fucking, they're like quarantining every place. They're like locking things down. It's a big clusterfuck.
It appears we were a few minutes too late.
This is Miss Briggs' fault?
Well, she was brought on as outside assistance. Maybe I'm just jumping at shadows, but I can't say I ever trusted her from the beginning.
It's reasonable.
As long as Isabella keeps an eye on her, Well, at least we won't need to immediately jump to arresting her. We can give her the benefit of the doubt until we figure out what really happens.
He'll nod as you'll continue making your way. As it's quite late at this point. It'll be like around midnight. I'm not sure if any of you have any plans, anything you want to do. Heading to bed.
If Misha doesn't have anything to do, he'll actually just start looking around the doctor's office, the hospital. Yeah, the hospital. Himself, just to like looking in places, because hey, maybe this person was a patient who ran away, just like was hiding in like a cabinet somewhere.
Yeah. Isabella will maybe go ask Faith basically if there's any new inside game release that could be like that.
Okay, what did you say, Mac? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I also don't understand, Mac.
Fuck, my mic is fucking dying. I don't know why.
Mumbling.
Oh. She would go to speak to basically to Faith to ask her what insights can be gained basically in regards to the disease and.
Okay, I think you said you asked what insight you can gain from about the disease.
Okay,
right?
I'm actually speaking loud. This is my mic. I'm not sure.
I think it is your mic. You're like muffly almost.
Yeah, but I was speaking pretty loud. There, fuck. I need to get. I might switch my phone or something. If it's anything too bad. So, because I am yelling I am in fact yelling into my mic right now.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, she would say, well, bizarrely as it stands, it seems those who are on the edge of unhealthiness and the point of being sickly are more better to survive this sickness than those who are healthier, much better maintained with their diet, and of course not alcoholic. So.
Well, that I already myself was able to figure out.
Yes, at the very least. But we don't have a cure, and that is my problem. I need more data, and we're running out of time, I feel like. There's only so much more bodies I think they're willing to give me before eventually I don't think that will lead to a better mindset either. And I can't have any more patients running around if that's the case. Do you think they'll allow me to go to the mines or at least take a look at that? Or anything else maybe to add more to my research?
Well, yeah, I'm checking them out together. I'm sure we can get some mining gear that will act as a impromptu hazard equipment.
Yeah,
maybe something social, even if a gas mask.
That's probably for the best. Possibly even way to check for radiation or anything. Hopefully, maybe it's damage to the genes. Maybe it's something else. Answers is what I need.
Township can look over your files tomorrow as well to see maybe if he'll figure something out.
Of course. And if anyone finds my patient, please let me know immediately, as soon as they can.
Of course, the manhunt is ongoing, as you can see.
Just be careful with her. She's a frightened young girl, probably doesn't understand what's going on, and has went through something horrible. So, our emotions are going to be pretty high then.
Bella will not. Fucking impossible success. Completely believing Faith.
Have faith in me.
Jesus Christ.
Have faith in me. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, sorry,
before I go to bed, is it possible to not necessarily sabotage my notes, but take out some information about some things I found so I can.
With an incredible, impossible, easily you are able to cover this up. They'll be left none the wiser.
Nito, I'm so sorry, Nito.
Some of you spend a bit more time later into the night, as well. You'll have to eventually go to sleep, otherwise you'll be exhausted the next day. No signs of the missing patient found at the time you went back to bed. But yeah, no. And the next day, Tarsov and some of the other soldiers will take over your files, Faith, the redacted ones at the very least, and Tarsov will officially be placed in charge of this, as well. Your requisition to go to the mines has been in fact approved by command. They've
Mm.
they've provided a transport vehicle and some protective gear. As Mr.
Gotcha.
Tarsov has a lot of paperwork to go through to maybe catch up on some of your notes. And well, there's also some other patients that might require his attention. Plus, he doesn't like going to the mines.
Understandable.
I'm not sure about the other two.
Do we know that she's going to the mines?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, Isabella knows. Yeah, she even talked to her yesterday. Yeah. We're all going to the mines, so we got to accompany her.
Oh God!
One question: Are you gonna do your duty? Head over. With
Yeah, I'll do my duty and go with her. Like, we have to keep an eye on her now.
Yeah.
Listen, as far as we know, maybe she's already figured out a cure, and if we all get infected, we can hold her hostage until she cures us all.
That's true.
Absolutely,
Listen,
that's
not,
true.
Not the most insane plan here.
Take a swing of whiskey on the way, guys.
Whiskey, fucking American.
Sorry, I'm sorry. It's vodka, I guess.
I mean, dude, your faith is an American, unlike you, Misha.
Yeah.
Your faith is explainable.
Yo,
I
what's
like
going
you.
on with that one, Misha?
What do you mean? It's vodka in this flask.
And yeah, we'll drive over to the closed mine, but out of town. As well, as you pass through several military checkpoints, as they severely, like, they're even more cagey with this area. You stop at the entrance.
On the way over, could I ask Faith what her plan on going to the place to the mine is?
Yeah, you can have a conversation.
Well, the plan, if is to look to see if there's any with the proper equipment. I presume she nods or whatever place that would be. We would be able to find any type of gas leak, any type of radiation, anything all that could point to what exactly could have spread to our lovely miners that may have caused the infection. I'm going to be honest. I want to see the ground zero origin point of this, and hopefully see if there's any clues or anything that could help me understand what's going on with them.
Yeah, would be also to take some equipment, be able to take some ground samples, quarantine, fucking little safety boxes and whatnot.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm asking Grant if the command would appreciate would allow this.
Probably won't allow you to bring. But the problem is they will trust you. Like, yeah, you know what? They are experts. If they think this is okay, I guess so.
I'll turn towards Faith. Okay, yeah. So if we can get maybe some ground samples and whatnot.
At the very least, it wouldn't hurt to look, see if anything has affected the area around, maybe a high concentrated or something. Regardless, we're going in blind, and that's my only goal right now. Things may change once we're inside and maybe have a better idea, but there it is. Will that be alright? I presume it's
Sorry, I
gonna
was
be quiet.
reading something. What was that again, Red?
She said, what part did you miss? What part did you miss?
The last 10 seconds.
Okay.
I'm not playing video games, I swear. I'll share my screen.
I wasn't gonna go say that. I like how you jumped to that conclusion.
I know. I'm being an American.
Oh my fucking god.
What are you doing?
This is the gun to shoot Tick with.
You want to explain?
Eight has decided he's had enough.
Okay. The evidence has been allowed in court. We will hold off your execution. No, she told you her main thing is that she wants to go to ground zero to see if there's any type of information, like whether there's leakage or anything
Yeah,
contaminated
I
wise,
heard
just to
that
find
part,
out.
I heard that part.
Okay, yeah. So go to ground zero, check out the area, see if there's any samples or anything that could pinpoint exactly what was going on, what happened here. Essentially, that's her whole plan right now.
Okay, so I actually didn't miss anything.
Yes, yes.
All
I'm
right.
sorry that I interrupted your American patriot buying your gun thing going on.
I have an addiction that I can hold off for 7 to 8 months at a time, but after that time is up, I have to buy another weapon.
I'm sure that's how that works.
It is.
But yeah, she
I have a
just.
problem.
I'm glad you acknowledge it. But Faith just had asked you, ended it by saying, "Is that going to be all right with you?" Essentially, with a raised eyebrow.
Suppose if that's what you think is necessary.
Everything's necessary. If all it gives us the answers we need. Though I have a feeling, as I'm not too sure if Faith has noticed anything wrong with you guys, but I'm going to assume she's been aware that you've been not too around when she does the job, basically.
Like the entire thing, like it's clear to you that they've shifted the fact that they took you off as main researcher, the fact that
It's not subtle.
yeah, like
Yeah,
everyone
gotcha.
is like acting much more suspiciously.
To be fair, Misha was always suspicious of you. Literally since the second he met you, he was like, "So who do you really work for?"
Yeah, but yes, I think she basically is like gives a bit of a look with that, but she doesn't say anything fully out there.
This is a free space, Doctor. You have a problem with our methods. Free to express them.
Yes, if at the very least, Misha, please don't lie to me, at least in such a horrible way. I'm worried when I'm
And if I
being
lied
managed.
to you,
Right here now, this is no such thing as a free space. I'm aware that my methods aren't well liked. I'm aware that I'm on someone else's turf, which I understand.
my only problem with your research is the way you've been conducting it. It's my belief that Dr. Tarsov will have a bit more concern with human life.
I would hope so, at the very least. And my concern also goes with human life.
I like eyebrow raise.
Yeah, like Faith just shrugs. Is what are the costs that may require. You don't have to like it, but it's the truth.
However you allow yourself to sleep at night, it's no business of mine.
I'm gonna keep myself from making a joke. That was not what Faith would do. That's something I would do.
Okay, out of character, say it then.
She's like, I would sleep with 100,000 thread count pillow. That's what I would do. Wonderful, actually. Listen. I'm a smarty pants. That's all I got to say.
Fucking impossible success.
Don't worry.
I'm still in awe of that.
I was sweating the entire time. Like, God, give me the strength here.
The balance of power has swung in Red's favor irrecoverably.
We'll see. We'll see how far we can.
Fucking 1% chance. Let me check this chart. Look at this.
Yes, but we're driving along. Listen to Britney Spears. Oh no, she doesn't exist yet. Damn, the equivalent.
As you eventually reach the mining complex, as it's completely deserted now, of course.
Is there any do we have any idea of like a map or a basic layout of the mine at all?
Yeah, you would have.
Okay.
And you would know, like, the only weird thing is that when the outbreak happened, just before, one of the, like, there was like a tunnel that almost like collapsed into the ground. You're sort of investigating that as like maybe a potential new or richer vein mineral. But then
gotcha.
like, so that's like the only area that's not mapped. Other than that, this place is rather new.
Okie dokie. Well, presumably she would get her gear on and anything that God, I can't remember what's that thing that allows you to detect radiation? Is it Geyser? Basically,
Geiger
way
counter.
to
Yeah,
thank
Geiger
you.
counter.
Yeah, she would basically prepare all that if she's allowed to, and
Hmm?
be eager to start going and checking out and see if they can find anything. Essentially,
Listen, the radiation rift is for a different game, but
gotcha. Yeah.
10 years. But yeah, as you all of you will equip the protection gear as you'll head into the mining area. Begin to like glance around. Now, Faith, are you headed for anything? Are you headed for the one like clear like weird element? The tunnel opening, or would you like to have a look around first?
Is it all right for me to have a bit of a look around,
Yeah.
then go toward the weird vein? It's okay.
Yeah, as you'll walk around, as no, the radiation levels seem fine. As you again, we'll see just sort of the different mining equipment and vehicles that are left. Gather dust here for a moment. As there doesn't seem to be anything out of place other than the sort of tunnel that has been, there's like the entrance of it has been sort of marked into like the ground as it goes in deep.
Gotcha.
As you get closer, you can all give me a detect roll.
Damn! Damn! Oh.
So,
Well, Isabella and Faith, you do see that there is like there's a lot of snow and ice around here. As well, the entrance of that tunnel, because nobody has been here since the start of the outbreak. I think like I want to say roughly 2 weeks ago, maybe a bit more. So you're pretty sure there's almost like a weird soft light coming out of the tunnel. But you're pretty sure there's light coming from inside the tunnel.
is there a way to shift the rocks? Is it possible to move the rocks around, or will require more equipment and things like that to do so?
Well, as you get closer, you realize that well, this tunnel has completely frozen over. Like ice, there's a thick layer of ice that covers sort of all sides of it, covering like the rock layer. You can chip the ice if you want.
Yeah, I think she will, especially because we need to look like we're getting samples. So yes.
Yeah, as you chip off some of the ice, you will see that it quickly reforms where you took the piece out of.
She's gonna try to hold her excitement in as she looks over. Essentially, is there a? Gonna sound a bit wild, but I know. But is there any way to get equipment, flamethrowers, anything like that to melt the ice here? Possibly to ensure that nothing gets too disturbed once we try to move on any of the rocks.
The tunnel is accessible. You don't need the.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. That was a collapse one. No, not.
No. So what happened was that they established the mine. Then part of the earth sort of gave in, There was like a weird fucking, presumably accident, and the Earth sort of collapsed into this like underground section that was there before. So they kind of cleared out the debris and made it accessible. And they were like planning to send an expedition down there to see if what the fuck, hopefully more mineral, more ore. But they didn't get the chance to do that because then the outbreak happened.
Okay, gotcha. Well then, can I go inside the lovely ice tunnel?
Yes, and in fact, now you realize that this ice not only is it weird because it grows so fast, and covers literally the entire thing, it's also giving off the white glow you spotted earlier. As you walk down, this place is completely illuminated, providing a lot of ambient light, though you're like technically heading underground.
How romantic.
How are the other two feeling?
Isabella's thinking, ah, shit, another fucking weird fucking experimental weapon in her head right now.
Misha is thinking, I'm gonna die here. He is keeping an eye on Faith very much so to make sure she doesn't like do anything weird.
I'm not sure. I think it's Radimir told us to like keep this under wraps to make sure so there's nothing else. So raiding into base would be like a no-go.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe I misunderstood. Right? What's also Radimir's entire bit actually? Are we supposed to investigate this thing, or need to tell us to fucking keeps in the wraps?
So Radmir's idea is that not necessarily like he said like he will make sure the population doesn't like get more freaked out about this. No, your job is to fucking put a leash on Faith and ensure she doesn't like fuck up this operation further. He also wants for the Soviet Union to reap the benefits from this, and he is clearly like, your job is to like limit Faith's ability to like do stuff on her own unsupervised.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, no, okay, gotcha. Understood.
Like, why are the KGB so trusting of this agent? No, none of that anymore.
Aw. Radimir, buddy. I'm slightly kind of on your side. Come on.
No.
No, I think Radimir is a Brezhnev boy.
Yeah, as you'll head deeper as this eerie atmosphere is not the most pleasant, to be sure. And as your footsteps sort of echo, the tunnel leads into a deeper sort of underground cavern section. As the place grows old, grows colder significantly as the further in deep you go, the colder it gets. Oh god, I need to save Faith from himself. Listen, hate. I don't see a fucking how do you say it in English? A promotion on the gun price. So does it matter if you wait?
Probably not, honestly.
Then listen. I know I've talked to other impulse buyers before. Just give it a couple, because listen, you're not losing.
See, here's the thing. I decided on getting this like a year ago, and it's been sitting in my head, and I've come back and I'm like, yep, still want it.
Listen, what's the rule? Does it spark joy in you, Hate? Does it bring you joy?
Yeah.
Then you gotta get it. Get some credit cards. Ruin that debt. Who cares? You're gonna live once, live only.
Red, are you Scott Bessent right now trying to invigorate the American economy with spending?
First of all, Mac, really, the military doesn't use shotguns that much anymore, and they're only supposed to be used for breaching doors, I
mean, they still use shotguns. They're still like
They use the Benelli M4, and this is the only gun that people have said is just as good as the
Listen,
Benelli M4.
I think you should wait after the con, so at the con you don't have to worry about like how much you're spending on shit.
I think you should also wait for after the con, because again, there was no sale on it.
Do what makes you happy.
If it's there, if it's not been a sale on it for a fucking year, it's not gonna be one anytime soon.
Yes.
So it essentially comes down to, do I give myself an excuse to spend more at the con, or do I try and be smart and spend less at the con, essentially? Is how it's gonna boil down
Okay, never mind. Well, I was gonna say, because like if I assume if you have money at the con, you'll be like, well, is the stuff I'm buying here more important than the gun or not?
Oh, I'm gonna be able to buy stuff at the con and buy the gun. I have some disposable income right now, and I just got a raise.
Listen, okay, never mind. I forgot how fucking rich you are. I don't give a shit. Man's like, you know what? Here's like $4,000. I don't give a fuck.
Hate is in fact part of the American middle class. It means he's much wealthier than us, Grunt.
Money you wouldn't believe. Yeah. Hey, I always say, do what makes you happy. You get one life.
Well,
You know, I'll give it a day or two. How about this? I'll give it a day or two, and we'll see if like the overwhelming impulse is still there.
Let's say, Red, if he buys a $1,000 gun every like 8 months or so.
No, it's a weapon every 8 months. Like last time, it was a sword.
Well, whatever. I'm talking about the price range. I think you'll be fine. Doesn't matter. I was thinking about your finances, but I forgot. What?
The American median income is much more higher, Grunt, with the Europe.
Listen, last time it was a $900 sword. The time before that, it was a $500 sword.
It does have like a treasure back, like garage, like.
It's like
It's my hoard of gold that guys, I'm secretly a dragon.
Just the weapons of mass destruction. Look, I can't wait to go to Hate's funeral. They put all the guns with them, all the weapons, everything going inside the trunk.
I'll have to get like a coffin just for.
Yeah, it's a tomb.
Damn. So, as like, it's stupidly cold. Like at this point, this place has reached like minus 30 degrees Celsius. Second to translate. Weirdos.
Put it in freedom numbers.
Very cold.
Minus 22 degrees.
You know.
Yeah, like this is like you're not gonna be able to stay here for too long.
Oh, try to make sure we can find as much as we can then.
Yeah, well, other than the weird glowing ice and well, seemingly even colder environment.
There are no more tunnels or anything like that. Just one room that leads to
Yeah,
the
it's
Kaboom.
weird how it's very like, yeah, it's very the sort of the boundaries of this sort of room, dome shaped area seem very smooth to you, Faith. You can give me a no roll.
Ah, gotcha. Let's see.
Damn.
Yeah, if you had to take a guess, you are probably in the epicenter of the rift.
Ooh.
Because it's
Okay.
like unnaturally how smooth this like area is, and it's completely encased in ice.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest, Grunt. I really want to take my helmet off just to test to see what this would do to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
The moment I see her reach up to take her helmet off,
it's
can I
all a
ask what
mishap,
she's
like,
doing?
what the fuck is Wolf turning to her? What the fuck is he doing?
We need to see exactly how the human reacts to this type of environment and see if this is where the epicenter is, basically. And seeing as we have another doctor, I think it's well worth the risk.
Realize you're going to get yourself sick, right?
I survived far worse than this.
Have you
If it
already
means-
found a cure?
I think I'll find answers, and I'm willing to put my life on the line for that. Now, if you would excuse me, she just shimmies that off. Just the helmet.
What's Isabella looking at me like?
Also, like, what the actual fuck? Looking. And Beth's kind of confused. Looking kind of confused and shocked. What the fuck? She didn't expect this move.
Yeah, well. Just watch her then as she like pulls off the helmet as the cold hits you face, and as you take in a deep breath, you see her collapse to the ground as she like starts choking, starting to have an entire seizure.
Ah, shit. I'm gonna rush over and try and put her helmet back on.
As well, it's very hard to put a fucking hazmat mask on someone who's like having an entire episode, so I'm gonna need a force roll.
Damn.
Three dice.
I do
Three
have
dice.
martial arts. Would that help?
I
No.
use your smooth kung fu.
All right.
But
Regular
you
reroll,
can just
boys.
reroll.
Yeah, 3 dice, not the worst. Oh my
Oh,
god.
damn.
Well, you know,
As
not my day today.
yeah, no, she is like, it's again, it's not just like a normal. She's like you can see her panicking, face this like immense pain rushes through you as you feel your entire inside of the body burning hot as your body is trying to react to the cold. As you try and like force the mask on her, as she kind of slaps it away, as you like sort of like it slips to your fingers, as it sort of like slides alongside the ice towards one of the cavern's edges. As Isabella, what do you do?
Ah, fuck, I'm not even sure what can be done at this point. Mission's much stronger. She's trying to put it back on. Probably we can't pull her out of. Yeah, I'm not sure what the fuck there is to be done at this point, even.
Well, either like go get help, or
Yeah, radio for some help, basically.
as you'll have to head a bit outside. It seems that as you like reach for your radio, there's a bit of static here.
Yeah, she'll wish to watch her, I suppose, and she'll head
Yeah,
outside.
Misha,
That's how the
you
radio
do.
works.
You see Isabella like try the radio, see the static, and then like dash towards the tunnel, towards the outside. What do you do? As Faith is clearly dying before your eyes, unable
Me?
to breathe. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I have an idea. What if I try and put my mask on her and hold my breath and then run over and grab her mask after it's already on?
Well, the reports state that it's not necessarily the air that fucks people up. It's the
I've been reading
cold.
her reports.
That's true, I guess. I suppose if that's up to you. The notes were there, so at the very least, that's something that would have left in the note that like cold is the triggering effect. So patients should be kept above 0 Celsius.
Do I Wait, do
So
I
this is
know
up
that
to
the
you.
polls kills people fast? I don't
This-
know if I was there anytime that was
No,
mentioned.
I said this is up to you if you've read like the reports yesterday, like the
Not
files.
yesterday, no.
Then yeah, you wouldn't know.
Give it my best shot. Another force roll, Brent?
Uh, no, you're gonna need to give me an endure roll.
I'm better at that.
Yeah, it's only an extreme success, extreme difficulty.
You could use your spotlight. I was about to say.
Nah.
You should
Use it.
know.
What about you, Faith? You also need to give me that extreme success.
It'll be
Now
a nice
grunt.
moment for the spotlight.
Yeah, me and Ulrich already talked about this, so I think I'm gonna use my spotlight for this one, if that's all right to say.
Yeah.
You do.
As
You know. Yeah, okay, but if this will just kill me for good season, yeah, I'll use my spotlight.
fortunately, you should have said so before.
I thought, you know what? Listen, I need another character to die, guys.
Listen,
Oh,
at
wait.
least this lasted more than one session, right?
Listen, 2 sessions for all of them. Listen, Brent. Pretty please, he's gonna use the spotlight.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
As Isabella, you run out. Faith, you black out. Misha, you feel as you like remove your mask and as you try and like put it on her, so you suddenly realize there is not, you can't breathe, but that you expect that part, but you didn't expect this intense sensation of shivering to hit you the moment the cold air hit your skin. As you start, like, you collapse next to her, as you start shaking involuntarily as well. As you also, your vision fades as you black out. Isabella, you rush over outside as you radio in. They'll send a convoy to assist. As presumably you fill them in on what happened. They'll have more hazmat suits at the ready to ensure that nobody is exposed to any part of the air here. As it takes them about, they'll let you know they'll take about 10 minutes to get here. I'm not sure if you're gonna wait out here or go back inside. Now the more responsible thing would be to wait out here for them.
Yeah, she'll wait for the fucking rest because hopefully Misha is like there. He won't do anything silly, right?
Nah, I did something silly.
No.
Yeah. You'll see a bunch of people exit the vehicle as you like lead them to the tunnel, as they'll rush, and you find both Misha and Faith. You see Misha's mask is kind of like in his, like not in his hands, but like next to him, as like he's also like passed out. Faith is just also not moving. They both look unconscious, if not dead. As
she'll just the soldiers get them out, get them out of here.
yeah, they're gonna immediately like pull out the stretcher as they'll place both of them and they'll start heading them out. As well, they'll the first protocol is immediately they'll like produce a lot of, they'll like put down a fucking heater, try to like provide any bit of warmth as they wrap them up and transport them out. As not that long after as you they're not even gonna, they don't have even time to explain things. Head back to base. As you'll go through you'll be sort of quarantined off and like this completely isolated building.
Yeah, makes sense to be fair.
As you will hear eventually Mr. Tarsov, as he's gonna be on the other side of the door speaking to you, says, Isabella, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine. No symptoms.
Good. It's a good thing you made that radio call. Unfortunately, we could not save both of them. We've had a casualty, but well, currently, I'm grateful for every life we can save. We're currently keeping him under observation, see if anything happens. We'll be keeping you here for at least 2 weeks, and if nothing, if there's no side effects, we're gonna let you back out.
Yeah,
I've been able
of course,
to.
Doctor.
I've been able to go through Mrs. Briggs' files, and well, she did provide some useful insight. At the very least, we have a way to prevent affected, contaminated individuals, at least, if not from dying, increase the likelihood of them surviving. As weird as this entire event is.
Of course, Doctor. This ain't the worst quarantine Isabella was through.
As Misha, you would open your eyes as you feel this nausea hitting you, as the room is so fucking warm to you right now. You're sweating in your bed as there's a nurse changing your IV. See Dr. Tarsov. They're all wearing hazmat suit. Kind of looks at you and says, "Ah, you're awake. How do you feel?"
What happened?
You collapsed. I believe you were exposed severely to whatever illness this is. Agent Brower contacted base and they were able to retrieve you.
What about the doctor?
She is dead. She did not make it.
God damn it.
We opened her up, and on the insides, her organs were completely encased in ice.
Not stone?
No, it was even more bizarre. Fortunately, we could not perform too many tests. The ice did melt. She is dead. Did not perform any examinations on you, but we are testing out a new theory. Extreme overheating combats this weird.
It was really cold in that cave. Maybe the heat will actually do something.
Jakes has said there's no way we can heat that large of an area, and all orders came from above that we are to completely seal the mine and just keep the contaminated under observation for the next 2 to 4 weeks and take a more slow and steady approach to this. Actually, I'm actually happy that they changed their tune a bit.
I would hope that the party would choose to seal up potentially. world-ending biohazard.
I think that is the plan, if nothing else works. Collapse the entire structure.
How long was I out?
About 6 hours.
Do we have to stay here any longer, or are we on to the next mission?
You are to stay here until the situation is resolved. So
Understood.
you might catch Christmas here.
Have any special events?
I'll make sure to give everyone free drinks if we make it through.
I'll take out my flask, take a sip of it, and then I was about to hand it over to him, and then I like hold it back, and I'm like, might get you infected.
Chuckle a bit. Say, well, be careful with that. We don't know what effect alcohol does on the body.
You know, like grimace a bit as he like sets it down somewhere else. Oh God! If I can't have alcohol anymore, you might as well kill me now.
Oh no, you can still drink it. I would just give your body at least a day or two to recover. It seems you've been quite a shock. You're very dehydrated when we found you. I think drinking alcohol won't help with that.
You're probably right.
As take his leave and listen. At least you'll enjoy a bit of a break,
State mandated vodka. Are you back? I'm sorry, I have a PTSD from those words.
Listen, why would they take the alcohol away from him? It's like off to the table. It's fine.
Of course.
You can't deny a man who's been through this his like basic human rights.
That's what it is, the rule.
And I'm proud to be a Russian, or at least I can drink vodka.
Yeah. Faith, as you the moment your eyes open, it's completely pitch black. Feel yourself in a rather enclosed space. As not sure what you do.
I think she's gonna try to make it so she doesn't have that initial human reaction of panic, and try to see if she can hear or figure out exactly where she is. So she's trying to slightly feel around this.
Yeah,
closure.
It feels like you're in some sort of like metal box-like structure. As you sort of push with your legs, as you realize, is that the fucking like tag on your toe?
Yeah, I can make a few ideas about what's going on, but
Pretty sure you're
presume-
in a morgue right now.
neat. Now the thing is, am I in a casket or am I in one of those filing cabinet ones?
Oh, yeah, you're in a cabinet.
Ooh,
You can
okay.
pick it open
Yes.
as you're able to push yourself out of it. Realize you have one of those like I don't want to call it a fucking bathrobe.
It's a medical wear. I know what you're talking about. That the one with the open in the back and everything, I presume.
Yeah, like a medical gown.
Yeah, I don't know if she feels any aches or pain or anything different right now as she
Well,
tries
no,
to get
actually,
the
no. If you take it off, I mean, you can like inspect your body.
Mm.
There's like there's a mirror nearby.
Yeah, she takes a look.
Yeah, you see, you have a couple of sort of looks like stitches
Hmm.
as the door opens and kind of see Alexandra walking in. And it sees you naked. She's like, "Oh, we can fix those if you want."
Well,
Clearly
clothes would be
staring at you.
preferable. This must be a very fascinating and frightening event for at least one of us, at the very least. I think I was dead.
Sorry, you were saying something.
Body, dead. I think I'm a corpse, or was one.
Oof, the hot corpse.
I do look very majestic, don't I? This is Alexandra. No, Alric would never.
Oh my god, I can't believe you're necrophilic.
Ragnar didn't know if he was allowed to see the joke or not. Do I feel my heartbeat at all, Greta? I'm not
Yeah.
too sure if I can feel that or not. Okay,
You have a pulse.
just to make sure. Just to assure the audience members here.
You're breathing. You don't feel. The weird thing about you right now, you don't feel cold, even though you're like sort of like with your bare feet on the floor.
Hmm.
You don't feel the coolness that like normally people would.
Fascinating. Please tell me that I have a way out of here at the very least without too much fuss. Pretty please.
Say that like one more time, probably. Figure something out.
Pretty please.
Kind of smirks. Yes, I've made sure that guards will be, well, off duty. So we can,
Wow.
well, take a nice little vacation until the snow's clear and we can arrange a flight to Moscow, and from there you can be on your way. People do think you're dead, so be careful around that.
I'm sure I'm smart enough to figure that one out. And vacation sounds lovely.
I'll be stuck in this godforsaken town. I think I might enjoy a bit of a distraction.
Well, I'm sure we can find something to make sure we're not bored.
She'll smile. So, how does it feel? As she gets in closer, you are still naked, and she's not giving you any clothes right now.
I think Faith is a little bit more fascinated with her body's reaction more than anything
Yeah.
else. It doesn't feel like anything, actually. She's going to actually see if she allows, of course, she could touch Alexander's cheek for a minute there.
Yeah. Says feel cold with it.
Temperature doesn't seem to affect me at all. This might be one of those permanent things. You might have to try to avoid to keep me warm.
Oh, I can think of a few ways.
Any good experiment requires a couple of trial and errors.
Oh, there will be a lot of trials. I don't think there will be a lot of errors, though.
At the very least, I presume you'll have a plan for everything then.
Like I said, another month or two here. Unless, of course, you're the adventurous type and you want to trek through the mountains. Not the mountains.
What's in the mountains?
Not the mountains. Fuck the tundra.
What's in the tundra exactly?
There's a lot of wilderness. Of things you could
Ah.
explore. Not that much
I
to
don't
do
s-
here, other than that.
I don't see why not. I'm always looking up for new things to explore. I presume I would have company along the way.
I think it will be really fun. As she like stops for a moment because like I should give you some clothes as much as I enjoy watching you.
I would appreciate that. Not everyone gets the rare treat of looking at me naked.
Shouldn't they? As she sort of goes to kind of nearby locker. She's gonna hand you some clothes that probably belong to like a research assistant here or a nurse.
Mm.
It should do for now.
Thank you. And she will put them on essentially.
Yeah, you'll walk out as your appearance has shifted now, as your hair has sort of gained a more icy white appearance. There's much more sort of, one could say, frosty demeanor to you. The blue in your eyes have accentuated as you make your way out, as in front of the morgue there is a car waiting. You do recognize driver. You see Roy just staring blankly into the distance.
So there will be a raised eyebrow from Faith as she glances at her, Alexandra, basically.
Well, I need every princess needs her servants.
Well, at the very least, he's not talking as much. I
Oh
assume
no,
that's an improvement.
won't be doing too much talking unless I tell him to. But I feel like you said, trial and error. It is my first trial. Maybe I can, in the future, have them keep their personality more intact.
Well, like I said, we have a few months or so. We can see if we can find a way to fix that. If you want, of course.
She nods as you get in the car, and she will sort of point to. She's just gonna say, "Drive us to my place, please." As there's no reaction. Again, it's very weird. He seems to be very, doesn't move like a normal body. He blinks at like for too rare of an intervals. His movements are very like jerky and not very smooth. As he is driving, says, "So, what about your friend Alaric? How is he gonna handle this entire situation?"
I'm not too sure if his opinion matters about this whole entire situation, or if I should even tell him anything at all. Really,
Suppose you should.
we don't.
Go ahead.
Isn't like we have poker nights or anything like that.
Shame. I do enjoy my poker.
I'm not too sure if he's one of the gambling types. He seems like a cautious person at the end of the day.
It's the funnest people to gamble with.
Possibly so, but
See
I
them
don't
make
think he
all
has
their
much-
preparations, see their plans be ruined.
there is a bit of a pause from Faith as she kind of cocks her head to the side with a, I feel like I'm missing something here. Was this all just a little game you were playing with him or for some reason? Or is there some other chessboard I'm not aware of?
With whom?
I'm not too sure. I can see something's happening in front of my eyes, but I just can't tell what.
The world is changing, Faith, and well, I want to have fun with it. Unlike maybe some of your other acquaintances, I'm not this master schemer who plans and, well, has these intricate ploys. Just take things as they come and, well, have fun.
Well, at the very least, I hope we can have fun for a spell until something else catches your eye, of course.
She smiles as Roy will drive you to just like small house city. Parks the car and both walk in. He is just like an automaton, sort of following you around. As says, grab some drinks. Do you want something?
I know this may get me a bit of an odd look, but whiskey preferable. I understand it's not the common drink here.
I can see what I can do. As yeah, she'll walk into the kitchen area as front door opens again as you see Alaric walking in. And can you give me an awareness roll?
Yeah. I can re-roll that.
Yeah. As there is like this sort of kind of big block on the wall that like you can hear tick.
Mm.
And as Lorik walks in, the ticking noise, it's like not audible anymore. So you like intrinsically glance towards it and you realize that the tongue that points to the seconds sort of just goes back and forth. As Roy is just completely like frozen by the door.
There is probably a look of, for a moment, a look of delight in Faith's eyes because she was wondering how exactly he got out without anyone noticing how he was moving around and how Isabella didn't see him. So to answer that question to a certain degree does bring her a bit of a joy right there as she kind of looks at Alaric. Is it temporal displacement, or do you stop time as a whole? Or is it just a small bubble, a window?
Kind of chuckles. And why should I take the fun out of it for you?
Ah, true. But happy to see that you're alive and well, Alaric. I assume she's all right.
She will be. That's she's been through a lot, and well, understandably, she's not keen on you, but
That is fair, and that is her right.
I think with time she'll understand that sometimes we have to do ugly things.
Maybe, but I would understand if she never does. Forgive me for that.
Well, I like to see the better side of people. Plus, I can keep her family safe.
Ah, thank you. That was one of the things I was hoping to talk to you about, but it seems you're already a couple steps ahead of me.
Well, that did improve her state. They have to think she's dead for safety, but they'll be able to live as comfortable lives as anyone here can.
She nods.
He kind of glances towards Troy and like he's like, has she done to this man?
I'm not too sure. I would be hoping if I have a chance to take a look and see if there's anything I can do, but not too sure I have enough time for that with the window I have.
Faith, I don't think he's alive.
I worried about that. I'm not too sure. She just made a small comment, so I have no idea what happened or how she did it. But I presume she plans to do more as she trial and error.
There was a report. He was part of a team sent into Amazon. Encountered some strange plant life. I think it was growing into people. They were, I believe, the research the agents recovered was CIA was trying to figure out if these plants could either heal certain wounds, worst case scenario, replace muscles, tendons, ligaments. But one experiment that they didn't have the chance to see to completion was that if it would replace the brain.
Well, that's not good.
No, it is not. Someone like her having power like this is risky and unpleasant, to say the least. Why? I'm gonna defer to you. What do you think is the best way to proceed forward with the patient?
I'm being honest. Killing her would cause far too much trouble. I don't know her brother, but I have a feeling that he won't take kindly to the death of someone he cares about. And with the power and influence I'm sure they hold, that will just make more problems for everything we're doing here, correct?
She'll nod.
There's no such thing as getting me to leave either. I have a feeling if I just disappear without anyone noticing, especially on her watch right now, that just means more trouble in the future for me as well. So, I stay here. We have a grand time. Hopefully I gain some information, maybe some insight of this whole thing she's doing, maybe not. And then I leave with a lovely set of memories and my head still on my shoulders. With a hopefully cordial relationship with this woman that may prove more fruitful in the future for us.
Be careful with her. I know. Albin says, I know people can get their emotions mixed up sometimes.
I understand that. And sadly, me and Miss Alexandra are more alike. What fascinates us can take a full amount of attention. The good side is that usually something else will take her fancy with time, but taking it away right now would be not good.
Is that what you're relying on?
It's the only thing I can rely on, without more data, of course.
Just shakes his head.
I would like to hear your hypothesis then.
Well, I think once you find something that is interesting, that keeps being interesting, you're gonna not move on so easily. You only move on from boring things.
True. Regardless, though, I think this is the only choice that will be the less problematic.
That is for certain. You can definitely pull enough strings to help you with your fake death as well. Question is, do you and her really think are kindred spirits?
I think in the sense of the things we like.
You also
That's probably
enjoyed.
it.
As he like glances at Roy. This kind of experiments.
No, no. It isn't. I'm going to be honest. This version of the trial and error process doesn't really hold that same level outside of the results. So, no, I would like to take a look to see how she did it. I will be honest, but I have no interest in using it. To understand and maybe hopefully stop it, or at the very least reverse it, if it's even at all possible.
Don't mistake my queries for judgment. I am merely concerned, and I would like to also understand.
Of course.
But I am
I will
worried
be.
about you here, so I'm gonna check in every now and then. Hopefully you're fine.
That would be good. Having an outside perspective will keep my head on straight. So I would appreciate your insight.
Or not. Us, I feel like you will be stuck here for a couple of months, which give me the opportunity to, well, prepare a little surprise for you back in New York.
Ooh. Now you've caught my interest.
Hopefully, unlike Miss Alexandra here, I don't have a place I can play with, but hopefully the research lab will compensate.
Well, Alark, you do have a pretty face, sad to say, and that does honestly add a lot of value in the winning here. I do appreciate a good lab.
We are in the groundwork for one. Slowly over the years, I think it'll continue to be expanded on. Wilson and I are collaborating on this. Make sure that it is kept off the records and will not be impeded by, well, literally nothing.
Wilson's involved with this. Now that is a surprise.
Can't pull these sort of projects in New York without his know-how.
Well then, I will keep my number of questions to myself until we are back safely in New York, where I can bother you extensively about anything that I have to. Well, I want you to answer.
He's gonna smile and nod, says, "Well then, do enjoy your vacation and the company."
Oh, before you go, Alaric, the other two with me, Isabella and Misha. What happened to them?
Isha is barely alive. Seems, well, whatever the effect was, I presume his alcoholism helped him stave off the effects for a little bit longer than you.
Mm.
And, well, Isabella is unfortunately gonna have another run-in with the Soviet Union's corrupt apparatus.
Huh. Interesting.
I suppose being stuck here for a few months is better than having your career sunk.
True. And I'm not too sure how happy she'd be about that. She wasn't too enthused the first time we met.
No, I believe she in fact, well, there's a lot of resentment from the previous rift. She was less informed, less prepared, and blamed completely for the events that happened. Also courtesy of Miss Alexandra here.
Do you think that'll be something to look into at a later date then?
She clearly has taken a deep fascination with these rifts. We will keep hearing about her, trying to interfere with any of them she can. And the
Very well.
Bratva hold a lot of sway. Soviet territories.
Very well then. Thank you for letting me know.
You'll nod. Do be careful with your new powers. They'll can get out of hand quite quick.
Question mark, question mark? But she nods. The hell does that mean, Alaric?
Do you say that?
Yeah, sorry.
Kind of like, as he like goes to leave, like, that was the whole point of sending you here, was it not?
Yes. Very well. I look
Just-
forward to.
Take it one day at a time. Plus, I feel like you'll have
She-
a good, well, lab assistant.
He nods at his back, probably.
He'll say his goodbye, and as he like walks out, the clock starts ticking again. As you can see, Alexandra is sort of holding two glasses, and her shirt is slightly open, and she's like, "So, didn't have whiskey, but listen, this is much better. You need to try this." She's gonna drag you into the kitchen and pour you some good fashioned homemade fucking Russian moonshine.
Ah, the good stuff.
Not sure if you're gonna have any questions about Roy at this point.
No, not today. Not today. We'll do that later, Grunt. We'll do that later.
There's more fun things to do.
Yeah.
Well, we will talk about Roy's problem at a later date, but it will be asked. Don't worry.
As on